Shalom, shalom. All praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and all the Hakim out there that are pushing his truth with nothing but sincerity in the name of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Waking up the hopeful elect, scattered around the earth. Started off from the tribe of Judah all the way down to Issachar. So, you know, yesterday, right? I seen a video. It was like a SiCaRaNlLy member. He was beating up on some Edomite. He looked like a bum though, the Edomite. But you see, that's the thing about it, man. Um, that SiCaRaNlLy just gave him a little, just straight up just boxed him and just beat him. So you're gonna tell me that SiCaRaNlLy ain't fucking of this world? Man, if a brother from GMS would have done some shit like that, I know the apostles would have jumped on that, told him what the fuck, or probably kicked out that brother for doing some stupidity shit like that. I didn't see no entertainment or laughter out of that shit. And then that fucking dumbass deacon, I'm gonna call him dumbass deacon, he was right there praising it, saying that, oh, we ain't no Martin Luther King. We put hands on white people or some shit like that. You fucking dude, man. Instead of being a leader, you're falling blind leads the blind, fall into the pit. You know what I mean? So let's get that precept real quick, man. So like I'm just gonna type it in. Let the blind lead the blind. On this yes, there you go. This is the book of Matthew's 15 and 14. Let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. So we don't care about you fucking SiCaRaNlLy, man, because honestly, you're just a knockoff brand of GMS. Your leader, he learned from our apostles, man, from the Great Millstone. And it's SiCaRaNlLy. First of all, this SiCaRaNlLy are a bunch of assassins. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing spiritual about that shit. And then you guys are SiCaRaNlLys though, because you guys are fucking assassinating this word, man. You guys are killing this word. You're killing it for the rest of us. You put in a bad name for our, Israelites camps, the diligent camps though, man. You guys are fucking what's it called? Burning a spot for us though, because some other person would have been like, oh, that Israelite man with the fringes beat up some fucking guy. You're making us look bad and shit. We're not even in your fucking camp though. But the thing of the matter is that we're out there camping. Like we just had camp earlier today. You see? And what if someone saw that video and shit, and then would have pointed us out like, hey, those people right there with the garments, man. Those are the people that are beating up homeless people. You see, we're getting a bad name and shit off that motherfucker though. You see, he said, "Let them alone; they be blind leaders of the blind, and if they blind lead the blind, both shall fall. Let them fall to their own destruction, man." Deacon didn't even fucking get. Yeah, he exalted that shit, man. He was highly praised about that. The fuck is carnal shit have to do with the Bible, man? Spiritual shit, man. It's like spiritual stings. You see, and you're in this truth, man. You're supposed to be more spiritual than carnal, man. We ain't supposed to be fighters. That shit that got left, we left that old man behind for a reason, man. You get into a problem, you get into a fight, it just becomes more problems. It's like a Jake would have had a gun and shoot at some other Jake, or shoot at the Jake's house. That's gonna become more problems towards that Jake that shot his gun to the house or at the other Jake. You see, you put your hands up, put hands on someone, shit. That's just gonna create more problems towards your camp though. Not towards us too and shit, because we're gonna have a bad name because of this dumbass. You think that shit's cool though, shit? Fucking lucky Esau didn't pass by and shit and fucking arrest your ass though, which I wish he would arrest your ass, you stupid ass. But hey, man, let's get some precepts though, because these fucking guys, man, think that it's all fun and games and shit, man. So let me get a Well, let me get Psalms 2 and 8 first. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. But we ain't, and then get 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. You see? It ain't that time yet. It ain't fucking that time yet for putting hands on the enemies, you know what I mean? It says, be wise thereof and be instructed. This guy wasn't instructed the right way. How is putting hands on a fucking Edomite helping? You're gonna get the violent or news, the news already thinks of us as bad people and shit, and this happening and shit, you're putting more gas into the fire though, making it worse though. It says, be wise now, therefore, or you kings, be instructed. Because we're gonna be judges of the earth though, but at the same time, it's not that time. So that means that fucking idiot lost his patience and he thought carnally. Because the only way is if this fucking he squared up though. He challenged that Edomite because when I seen the video, if that Edomite would approach the camp, he should have stayed right there with his brothers. But it looked like this guy from SiCaRaNlLy walked up towards the dude and shit too. Because if you're gonna get attacked though, man, you're gonna be with your brothers, right? And if who's to come at you, then you gotta do what you gotta do and shit. But from that SiCaRaNlLy member, it looked like he walked towards that guy and squared up with him and fought him. Nah, man, like you don't do shit like that. So I hope the Most High has something for you, man, because you're a fucking idiot. So let me get a Titus 3, 3 and 2. It says, to speak evil of no man, to be no brawlers, be gentle, showing all meekness unto all men. You showed him your fists, both of them, and he fucking knocked out. It says showing all meekness into all men. You know what I mean? But the thing of the matter is, it says to be no brawlers. So let's get to the definition of brawlers, right? So these guys are going off, way off, man. I'm telling you, these SiCaRaNlLy guys, man, they're for the world, man. But you know, says noisy disturbance from brawl, fist fight. See, fist fight. To shout nice, to bray, curl, strangle, scabble. Says brawl, brawler, brawling though. Says from brawl, fist fight. But it tells you right there, man. So being a brawler means you're fighting though. Slack of the internet. A person who engages in rough or noisy fights, the brothers known as sprinklers, and you see, what is a brawler? What is a brawler? This fucking internet, man. But anyways, you get the point, man. This is like a fighter, though. Engages in rough or noisy fights or crows, especially. See what I mean? So someone that fights, and this guy fought him and he beat him up. But that says to be no brawlers and be gentle, showing meekness, which is humbleness, into men. This guy did the opposite though. Yeah, he could have been disrespecting him and doing all this shit of the matter though, but it didn't mean to beat him up. You know what I mean? So let's get Isaiah 9 and 15. The ancient and honorable, he is the head. And the prophet that teaches lies, he is the tail. So you, SiCaRaNlLy, are the tail. For the leaders of his people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. See, and they're going way off, man, because look at the leader, the so-called leader, said he was exalted about that. You know what I mean? He was laughing about it like it was funny and shit, though. But the thing of the matter is, It says leaders cause people to err. So yeah, he's causing his old motherfucker member to err. He should have been an actual real leader and told him, hey, don't be doing that shit though, man. What the hell is wrong with you? Because I know apostles, especially Apostle Tahar, would have jumped on that shit. Told him, what the hell are you fucking this guy, man? Kick this guy out of the camp. This guy no longer GMS. Because that's how strict and how that's how it's supposed to be. It's how there's no fucking structure in SiCaRaNlLy though. Fucking rapping and shit. Fringes on shirts. Man, it's just, man, that camp is, I mean, those people, man, are fucking they're not even brothers though, you know what I mean? So, man, they're going way off. So let me get a Romans 7 and 14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, under soul under sin. Yeah, we know. So these people, right, SiCaRaNlLy, they say they're so spiritual. But they say, but it's my carnal soul under sin. Yeah, we know that we in this carnal flesh we sin though. But we know the to do's and not to do's. You see? We know the to do's and not to do's. It says, for which I do allow not, for what I would, but that I do not, but that I hate that I do I. So pretty much I do things in the body though that I hate, that I know I'm not supposed to, but I still do it. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. That guy could have fucking just told him, hey man, I'm not trying to fight with you and go away. But now I'm telling you, he walked towards the Edomite. He had to walk to the Edomites because, like I said, the Edomite probably said some shit, talking shit towards him and shit. But if he was still around his brothers, though, it would have been different if the Edomite would have walked towards him and he was still right there with his brothers. But in the video, it showed that it was just them two together, squaring off though, and then they're fighting. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell he ain't gonna repent for that shit. Oh, he's Esau, so therefore, fuck him. That's probably his mentality, simple as minded mentality though. But like I said though, man, we do shit in the flesh that we hate. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is though. But damn well, we ain't gonna fucking fight though. Because we know better, man. Yeah, we do shit in the flesh. Though. It's like, man, fuck, man, I fucked up. Shalaka. It'd be like, man, shit, I shouldn't have fucking done that shit though. But come on, to fight though, man, that's some little kid shit, man. You know, even before I came into the truth, you know, I had, you know, like, I knew, like, man, fighting is like for little kids and shit, man. You know what I mean? Even though I did it though, but still, man, I was like, man, like, I don't like to fucking fight. But there's times where you have to, and that's just the way it is. Then afterwards, you feel bad. You're supposed to feel bad. You're like, man, fuck, man, I fucking put hands on a dude. But sometimes, you know, I mean, you have to defend yourself. But see, like I said, that guy, the SiCaRaNlLy member, squared up with him. That's a fucking difference, though.